Everything new for 2026. That is pretty much the name of the game for MSI's laptop lineup for the new year, and we had the chance to check out some of the new models right here in Vegas during CES. So we not only get completely redesigned mainstream laptops in the prestige lineup, but also a new Stealth 16 that also boasts a much cleaner design, and apparently MSI also worked hard on making it quieter, so you can enjoy your favorite games or get some work done without having to resort to headphones right away. In addition, they also showed off the absolute insanity that is the new Raider 16 Max HX, a relatively compact 16-incher that is supposedly capable of delivering up to 300 watts to the GPU and CPU, which should make it one of the fastest laptops you can get your hands on for 2026. A big shout out to MSI for sponsoring parts of our CES coverage, so we can get these hands-on opportunities for you. And how about you sit back, relax, get your favorite refreshment, and let me tell you what MSI has in store for you in a bit more detail. Let's get into it. So for 2026, MSI slightly revamped not only their gaming lineup, which we will get to in a second, but also what they have on offer for consumers. So you get the Modern series, which basically covers your entry-level machines, and the Venture variants for when you need a bit more performance. And on top of everything is the completely refreshed Prestige series. They teased those during Computex last year already, and I'm glad these laptops will finally hit the market, since with a clean design, including some fresh new branding, high quality full metal chassis and some serious premium build quality, the Prestige laptops could be great options for when you need a ton of power in a subtle and easily portable package. I got the chance to get some hands-on time with the Prestige 14 and the Prestige 16 Flip, and both of these can be yours with up to Intel's latest Panther Lake X9 flagship, and if you want to know more about that one, please make sure to check out our dedicated Intel video. But in a nutshell, you get up to 16 CPU cores and an integrated GPU, the Arc B390, which gives you roughly the performance equivalent of a lower-powered RTX 4050, in a package that's incredibly thin and light. And I did some very early game testing, and well, we might be in for a treat, since even fan noise was pretty okay. I mean, in addition to the performance to begin with, and considering I was doing things on battery, well, hopefully the times of reduced performance when your laptop isn't plugged in are finally over. MSI is also betting on a tiny vapor chamber, so I'm really curious what this will mean for fan noise and temperatures when really pushing these beauties. On the display side, you can feast your eyes on a high-res OLED running with up to 120 Hz and coming with VRR capabilities for the 16-inch, while the 14-incher is betting on a more efficient Full HD panel for improved runtimes away from the wall. Both variants can be yours with up to 64 gigs of speedy memory and even support PCI Gen 5 SSDs should you have a use case for incredibly fast drives. Add in quite the generous port arrangement and a pen you can conveniently store and charge on the underside of the Flip models, and you've got yourself laptops that should be able to handle all of your daily computing and productivity needs, while also being fast enough for some casual gaming and content creation. And speaking of gaming and content creation, the Stealth series also got quite the update, and the Stealth 16 AI Plus gets a complete visual and technical overhaul, and I really like what I'm seeing here. The new chassis looks much cleaner and, well, stealthier than before, and you will have no problems taking this to university or the office or use it for a creative production on set, thanks to the pretty classy looking chassis. Below the pretty surface, the new 16-incher still offers some proper computing grunt though, no matter if you want to accelerate your timelines or jump into the latest AAA games. And in addition to the 16-core Panther Lake CPU, you can configure this one with up to a 5090 running at a maximum wattage of 125 watts, which is quite impressive given the slim chassis. Memory is upgradable to 128 gigs, and to make room for your creative projects, you have two NVMe slots at your disposal. Once again, the port arrangement is perfectly suited for this class of device, and with the 240Hz OLED, everything on the display side is perfectly ready for those eye candy story games or when doing any color-critical photography work, for example. But what about when you really want to take the whole gaming performance situation to the next level? Well, MSI also introduced new additions and redesigns to their Crosshair and Raider series. And while they still quite openly identify themselves as gaming machines, I think they do look a lot cleaner than prior generations. The new Raider 16 Max HX leans a bit more to the aggressive side with the Dragon logo on the lid and the RGB light bar at the front, which I think is quite fine, since this might also be one of the fastest gamers you can get your hands on this year, thanks to the combined power capabilities of up to 300 watts for the CPU and GPU. So you can configure this one with up to a 5090, of course, running at its max wattage of 175 watts in combination with Intel's next-gen HX CPUs we will hopefully get some more information about in the very near future. For easy upgrades or eventual repairs, MSI also made it much more streamlined to access the pair of SODIMM and NVMe slots, which are now sitting behind a separate cover you can open up in just a few minutes. And similar to the Stealth 16, the screen gets the same 240Hz OLED treatment. And yeah, what can I say? It will be quite interesting how the still relatively compact chassis will handle that simply insane power limit, and if MSI was able to fit Titan 18 level performance into an easily, well, at least for this performance class, portable chassis. But that should already be it for today. Please sound off below which laptop you would prefer or which one you would like us to prioritize for our reviews. I am definitely looking forward to take that new Stealth 16 for a spin. Once again, a big thank you to MSI for supporting our CES efforts, and of course to all of you for your time when following along our coverage from Vegas. Make sure to leave a like and sub on your way out. My name is Alex, you have been fantastic as always, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Take care.